With gas prices rising, many people are thinking about different ways to get to and from work. Some might even start using public transportation. I spoke to some people today who say they're much happier paying $1.50 for a bus ride than more than $4 a gallon for gas. So I'm going to walk through and let's see, it went green to red. So if you come through and that happens to you, you're going to walk over here. There'll be someone manning this station. There's a monitor and you can see exactly what was pinged. It was my GoPro stick. So Lauren, even though this fire happened over the weekend, you can still smell the smoke. Student, visitor, staff, it doesn't matter. If you're coming into the entrance of this high school, you're going to have to stop and go through the new security check. Imagine running across this intersection with cars racing by you. For Officer Emmons, it didn't matter because his only goal was to help the man in distress. Tracy, up to this point, everything has been handled in juvenile court, but moving forward, everything will be heard in Superior Court now that the suspect has been charged as an adult. Lauren and Stacy, for the first time in 2 years, students are getting the option to keep their mask on or to take their mask off.
MMJ News 2's Jenna Kurzyna found out how 2 local colleges are preparing for the economic boost.
While these colleges are preparing for these large companies, it's not just the universities who are excited for all the benefits to come in the future, it's also the students.
Jenna, what is it like over there right now? Look at that big smile on your face.
Let's take another look here in near downtown Winston-Salem. The secondary roads not looking quite as good as the primary roads. It's a big difference today versus what we seen yesterday and even over the weekend. I mean, you can still see some smoke in the air, but it is not nearly as noticeable as it was coming this way yesterday. Julie and Chad, 4 guns found in schools in just 5 weeks, plus 3 BB guns. Superintendent Tricia McManus says this has to stop. Yeah, this is where all the behind the scenes prep work happens. This is the city staging area where you can find most of the plow trucks and of course, plenty of salt. Chad, do you hear that? That's all the extra change that it could be costing you at the pump. Now, it might just be a bunch of fields right now, but there's a large vision in store for this property that's going to put both Randolph County and Greensboro on the map. We know that there are a lot of crews helping out with this situation. It is all hands on deck. We have fire crews from around the triad. We have hazmat crews on scene in the EPA. With gas prices increasing, have you thought about a different way to get to and from work? Maybe carpooling or taking public transportation. I spoke with several people today who say they're happy they're only paying $1.50 for a bus ride instead of more than $4 a gallon at the gas pumps.
Well, here go my ride now.
Carrie Hargrove takes the bus to and from work most days.
Riding the bus and seeing the gas prices. Right now, I'm glad I do ride, the bus.
It's an option she's thankful to have. She doesn't own a car, but with the rise in gas prices, she's concerned for the ripple effects it can cause.
I've seen people post on Facebook, they're putting $80, $90 worth of gas to fill their cars up or more. And then people with wages not going up, but gas prices and food prices and all those prices going up, certain things gonna have to give.
Kylie Furland also rides the bus every day.
To work, shopping, wherever I gotta go.
She says she thinks more people might start riding it too.
I've always said the buses are a great option for people, whether they can't get to work because of gas prices or because something happens to their car.
Kevin Elwood with the Greensboro Transit Agency says it's helpful many of their buses are electric.
Our current fares are $1.50 per trip with free transfers. So it is definitely a deal when it comes to riding public transportation versus driving your automobile during this time.
GTA says it's still too early to tell if they're getting more riders due to the increase in gas prices, but they do think if gas prices continue to rise, more people will utilize public transportation. In Greensboro, Jenna Kurzyna, WFMY News 2.
911, what's your emergency?
Help is on the way.
It's been times where I've literally had to hop in front of a gun and say, bruh, don't do it, bro. Don't shoot this man.
These days, LeGrand Roseboro puts himself in harm's way. He's a violence interrupter trying to de-escalate gang conflict. He's trying to make his home Greensboro a safer place.
I've gotten calls where guys are like, yo, I'm on the way to go shoot this, bro. I'm about to go shoot his house up, or I'm about to go do X, Y, Z. And all I gotta say is, come here. Like, come see me. And he'll come see me, give me his gun, and you know, I hold on for two. I'm not gonna keep his gun, but you know, for while you hot right now, let me hold this. And when you cool down, come back and see me again. And we'll talk like that.
Kids he tries to help relate to him because at 18, he joined a gang.
I mean, literally people were asking me to do it since I was a little kid.
The Greensboro Police Department doesn't have a unit dedicated just to gangs, but has noticed a trend.
We've seen a younger victimization, seems like, especially here recently.
Over in Forsyth County, Sheriff Bobby Kimbrough says that's the problem.
They don't mind killing. They don't. Some of the things that I have seen that have been captured on video, it's without hesitation. It's almost like assassins.
Their brains are formed. They don't know what kind of decisions they're making and what the repercussions are for those decisions. And so that's what concerns us. If you've got 10, 11, 12-year-old kids that are getting involved in the gang lifestyle, that are glorifying the gang lifestyle, that is problematic for us.
Take a look at the numbers. There are 600 validated gang members in Forsyth County alone, but up to 2,000 on law enforcement's radar. Investigators say those are the ones targeting kids to join. Winston-Salem Police Department has a gang unit. Sergeant Tyler Wally says most aren't well-known gangs like the Bloods and Crips.
Hybrid gangs, those are going to be ones that are locally set up. They affiliate with a neighborhood, or they affiliate with just a group of people or a rap label or something along those lines. And those are where we've seen the real increase in our numbers.
The Department of Public Safety says hybrid gangs commit more low-level crimes, but have a tendency to be more violent.
There's been an increase among gangs to jump people in, which is an initiation into the gang. And one of the jump-ins that they're having to do is steal weapons. And we're seeing a big uptick, especially in the triad area, of gangs having initiations where they're getting kids to steal those weapons. They're more and more likely to use firearms. And automatically, by using firearms in an incident, that makes it a more serious incident.
2 wants to know how kids get guns. Sheriff Kimbrough explains.
They're on the street. Car break-ins, we leave them. House break-ins, they get them. The big homie who is old enough to buy a gun, give the gun to the little homie, the little soldier. I can get a gun quicker than I can probably get a Dr. Pepper or a Mountain Dew, literally. We may not want to accept it, but the facts are the facts, you know. The children or the young juveniles that are joining these gangs, they are products of their current environment. They're products of the society in which they're living in.
The sheriff says this isn't the worst of the problems if something isn't done.
Gangs provide something that they're not getting in their communities, not getting in their homes. Bottom line is that we've got to bring our kids and we got to show our kids some things that they've never seen before.
That's exactly what Roseboro works towards. His sister introduced him to Cure Violence. The organization aims to stop violence by treating the problem as a health issue and using behavior-changing methods. He tries to show gang members there's more to life, even if it means sometimes risking his.
We try to help each other get better every day.
Jenna Kurzyna, WFMY News 2. Before crews head out, they fill their trucks up with all the essentials. Trevor Harris is one of the faces behind the operation. He's a truck driver for NCDOT.
I'm assaulted all the way to the county line, Rockingham County, down to Business 29. Oh, it's real business. Yesterday and today, just trying to get ready and get all the trucks right, and some of the trucks you think is good and not, and stuff breaking, so it just, we take it as it comes.
Pre-treating the roads is just the beginning. The Triad expecting freezing rain, snow, and sleet come Sunday.
Go back and finish filling the trucks up and put some pliers and spreaders on. Everything on this truck got to come off, and we're going to put a spreader on it and put a plow on it.
Harris hopes people will be careful this weekend as he spends time away from his family to keep roads clear. If you do see crews out on the roads this weekend, be mindful of them.
Just keep all our fellow employee families in prayer so that we can make it through the weekend and go back home safely to our families.